Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. With special thanks to Revenant, Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Dragon Matrix 7, Exsellsior, Lima, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, as our quest for the crown accoutrements continues. Well, maybe not right away. We do have some slight detours we need to make first. And of course you'll notice that we are back in Caer. Unfortunately, it turns out that when a volcano goes off, it makes it kind of hard to get around on the inside. I cannot imagine why that might be. But the short of it is that there really just wasn't anything left for us to see back at the volcano location. You can get to the entrance, you can talk to the guard, but there's really nothing you can do beyond that. So, unfortunately, for better or worse, we will never know the true fate of our Orcan allies of convenience. That said, I trekked back to Caer. I took care of our bookkeeping off screen, cleaned up our inventories, and it turns out we have 2 side quests that are now waiting for us. I have been warned that we are apparently getting close to a point of no return, so we'll go ahead and knock out those side quests just to make sure we don't miss them. And then once we've got those out of the way, we'll set our sights on the lava forest. So let's see what we're doing today. Hickory Corner Wood. In the Cradle of Fire, you saw an ancient map of the Manicalan Empire, showing the place that is now known as Hickory Corner Wood. There was a military building there. Find out if any archaeological treasure remains, and bring it back for the Tower of Knowledge to study. Reward is a pair of gloves of missile snaring. That sounds fun. Temple of the Lost God. Historians speak of a lost temple brought from Trimmier, lost somewhere north of the Badlands. It was a place of faith for a deity that could not cross the rift to Solasta. Such knowledge about Trimmier is invaluable. Find proof of the temple's existence and bring back all possible historical information. It is rumored that Arwin Merton has been there. Well, I am always down for an excuse to talk to our good friend Merton. In fact, given that we are currently about 20 feet from him, let's go pay him a visit. 10 days until they finish recovering anything left at the volcano. Noted. Merton, buddy. It has been a while.
Hello again. I hear you're the terror of the Badlands.
We're getting by. Did you hear about a lost god?
Sure, if you're ready to die.
We're not green anymore, Merton.
Fine, but the lost god? That is the stuff of legend. I've met a lot of people who wanted to find that temple. At first I tried to help. No one ever came back. So I decided to stop talking about it. I felt, well...
Responsible for their deaths?
Responsible? No, they paid for their folly. I just got tired of repeating the same warning over and over.
Are we bothering you?
You're always bothering me.
Let's go.
Oh, don't be so sensitive. All right. The temple is real. I've seen it.
You have?
It was about 15 years ago. But yes, I did.
And you didn't raid it?
Well, 10 of us found the place. When I was the only one left, I came home.
The other 9 died?
Slaughtered. All of them. Still interested?
You think we're not strong enough?
I don't know. You're the mighty Sorak killers, after all. Maybe with me, you'd have a chance.
You'd come with us.
I wouldn't let anyone raid that temple without me. You'd never find it for a start.
Are you after the treasure?
Who says there's a treasure? There's a monster. I know that.
What is it?
That? I don't know. I just want to be there first. I want that on my tombstone.
Fair enough.
It's a long trip. If you're crazy enough to go, give me some time to pack my gear.
Sure.
Oh my. I suspect we may have just stumbled across the reason why Merton stopped being a scavenger. And why he might owe that elven woman, Bitterroot, a son. Well, obviously we're not going to wait around in town for Merton to finish packing up. Let's head for the Imperial Outpost. That should take us a couple of days, and then Merton will hopefully be ready once we get back. Oh, yeah, that's not far. Hickory Corner Wood. This is a well-known site in the Principality, where ruins of the Manicalan Empire serve as landmarks for travelers. Challenge rating easy, so this shouldn't take too long. Especially since at this point in the game, most low-level enemies will actively try to avoid us. Looks like a fairly small, self-contained location. Let's get buffs up and we'll get a gander at what we're up against. Well, that doesn't really tell us much, does it? Alright, I guess we'll just have to scout the hard way. Oh, cautious mode. We've got a Minotaur. 2 Minotaurs. A Rogue. And a Battle Wizard. Oh my. We've got a lot of elevated perches on the left, but I feel like that taller archway would block our line of sight. Let's push right instead. We'll see if we can flank that caster. Ooh, that might make a nice perch. And we've got a second rogue. You know what? I think this is as good a spot as we're going to get. Let's prep some double poison and we'll knock out that wizard. Here we go. Hey, look at that. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that's a ton of poison damage, but at least we did something. Not too shabby. Let's get Sir up to a nice elevated perch. He's invisible, so we shouldn't have to worry about him being spotted. And let's start pushing up on that wizard, who is, of course, just outside of our reach. That's fine.
Of course we've been detected.
Secret door. I guess that's where we're going next. Now we'll bring Henrik up, get a ghost sphere going.
You'll get us all killed.
Actually, you know what? Ghost sphere might be overkill for this. Let's try something different. Yeah, that also works. Maybe we should ease up on these guys a little. Ease up is a relative term. Goodness. I am beginning to suspect that 5th edition may have just exacerbated how overpowered rogues are. Hello.
No!
Goodbye.
You can't win!
Slight hitch in the animations there. Nothing we haven't seen before. There we go. Sorry, buddy. You had one shot at landing some damage, but you squandered it. And thus it ends. Another pile of corpses graces the Badlands. You're welcome. Okay, so obviously that is where our next encounter is hidden. We'll do a quick sweep out here, then we'll check that out. Detect poison and disease. What practical use would that have in the campaign? I mean, I guess it would be a roundabout way of detecting, like, Sorax and spiders. Not so sure about diseases, though. I don't think I've ever actually seen a disease in Solasta. Right, looks clear. And we already checked the other side on our approach, so let's crack that door.
Stop. A trap.
Huh. Okay, that's kind of awkward. Come on, man.
Perfectly executed.
Okay, can we get the camera in? Oh, wow. Okay. I did not realize that the camera could get this close.
I just needed one hand.
Not gonna lie, it actually feels kind of weird to see the game from this angle after playing through the bulk of it with a bird's eye view. Imperial Aquila. This decoration was part of a Manicolin battle standard. It's in bad shape, but scholars might find it interesting enough. And a cloud diamond. A fancy pants, semi-unique crafting ingredient, which I believe is used to make lightning great axes and lightning longbows, neither of which we can really use, so not really a big deal for us. Okay, aside from knocking over some ruins, I think we're pretty much done here. Let's head back. Yeah, and that's used to craft the Stormblade Great Axe and the Stormbow, which I don't think we actually have the recipe for. So, I might just sell the Cloud Diamond. There's not much point in holding on to it. Though we might get more if I build that axe and then sell that instead. I will look into that. At this point, we're really just saving up for a Belt of Fire Giant strength. Okay, let's go grab our reward. We'll sell off some loot, and then we will check in with Merton. The Tower of Knowledge really doesn't much care for us. We do have our rep with the Antiquarians at Legendary, though. And I think we're allied with Dan and Tar and the Arcaneum. Gloves of Missile Snaring. Crafted by Eldurial Stronghand for the members of your raid, tasked with protection of the Imperial family. Use a reaction to reduce the damage of an incoming missile. That is not nearly as good as I was hoping it would be. I was hoping it would at least fully cancel out one missile attack per round. But instead, it's more akin to a ranged version of Sir's Uncanny Dodge ability. Except in his case, he can also use that against melee attacks. Plus, it requires attunement, so I mean that's really actually kind of disappointing, because at this late stage in the game, I am fairly happy with everything we've currently got in our attunement slots. I guess we could lose the Periapt. Or the Gauntlets. The 19 strength on Istvan is nice, but it's certainly not integral. Especially not since we got those slippers of spider climbing. I'll give that some thought. Honestly, Istvan's got the highest AC in the party, plus shield, so I don't think he really needs it, but I suppose it might benefit Sir. Actually, no, because he only has one reaction, and he would be using that on Uncanny Dodge, so we might just sell those. No, we'll hold on to them for now.
We're ready to take on that quest, Arwin.
Good for you.
Did you change your mind?
No, I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, we're supposed to go together, remember?
Yeah, about that. I have to go to Coprin first.
Ah, unfinished business, maybe.
You know exactly what business.
So how about the quest?
Your map has a location called Caer.
It's just an old Manacana name.
Maybe, but there's a ruin. You'll see it. It's Termarian. I'll be waiting for you.
What if we don't come?
Then damn the lot of you.
What if we get there before you do?
As if you could. See you there.
He's crazy.
And we're going with him.
What a weird conversation. But I guess we are headed to Caer. And yeah, that does seem to confirm with Merton's detour to Copperan that one of the 9 people who died was probably Bitterroot's kid. Although, I suppose it could also just be him. You know, maybe I'm thinking too much into that. Maybe he is just going over there to, like, profess his love or something. Or to make other amends before he potentially dies on this potentially fatal final quest. I guess we don't really have a lot of context there. Caer. This is where the Temple of the Lost God is supposed to be, according to Arwin Merton. But only he knows the way through the mist. So, a journey through magic mist to a long-forgotten settlement to come to grips with a tragic loss. Are we heading into Silent Hill? Hey, Lady Adressia. Don't mind us. Just passing through. Alright, so now we are in dangerous territory, so we don't want to risk double timing it. Honestly, we're probably looking at a couple of encounters on the way out there anyway. Hey! Plus, it gives us more time for crafting. Medusa Bow. This enchanted weapon was created using the ancient knowledge of Colthanon's master bowyers. Magic melded Medusa coral and hardwood to create a deadly bow, favored by the boarding parties of island halflings. +1 to hit, plus 1d8 poison damage. That is actually not bad. Granted, it will have reduced performance against enemies who are resistant or immune to poison, but otherwise that's an across-the-board improvement over Yvreth's current +1 shortbow. And that might be it for crafted upgrades. I'm not sure there's anything else we can craft that would be an actual improvement. Black Viper. Plus 2d6 plus 1 necrotic damage. Okay. You know what? That might actually... That might be a good fit for your breath. Maybe. Let's go ahead and get started on it. I think that would actually make for an incremental increase over the Psychic Dagger she's currently rocking. Or we could swap it into her offhand, but we would be giving up +1 AC in exchange for a massive damage boost. Though we could always pass the Psychic Dagger off to Sir. Orc War Party. That's cute. I suppose these guys are slightly upset about the whole volcano thing.
You're still standing.
Thank you. That saves me the trouble of having to wake her up. Badlands Eagle. That's fun. I don't think we've seen those before. In fact, I don't think we've seen this battle map before. It is... Yeah, this looks completely unfamiliar. That's actually really neat. I had gotten so used to the, like, 2 or 3 maps they kept cycling us through.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo!
Well, actually, that's an understatement. It's more like 6 or 7. Anyway, we need to stab these guys to death. Your breath?
You have them now.
Orb of perpetually perturbed poltergeists.
And the winner is me.
Of course it is, sir. It always is. Istvan, you want to clear the peanut gallery?
One foe down.
Thank you.
One less enemy.
Not particularly challenging, but I do like the new map. So many terrain features we never take advantage of. But to be fair, those things only do like 1 or 2d6 damage, so we're almost always better off just using a normal attack. Which, unfortunately, I think is more a symptom of D&D than it is of Solasta in particular. And out of ingredients. No, wait. Out of bolts. I never thought that would actually happen. That's fine. Sir certainly has no shortage of specialty bolts. I actually sold a bunch of the weaker ones for like 2,000 gold. We do need to pick up more acid, though. I would like to craft more corrosive bolts. And speaking of corrosive... Two up top. They've got surprise on us. Where is the third? Oh, there he is.
Whoa!
Sure, that's how towers work.
Whoa!
Nope.
Well struck.
Wait till the next one.
Oh, no, thank you. Burned by acid. Right, ongoing acid damage. Let's get the orb of antagonized apparitions going.
Once more, we prevail.
Nice, nice. Ooh, even nicer.
Are you still with us?
I thought it told us this guy died. He is very much not dead. He is the most alive of them all.
Well struck.
Ooh. You didn't get me.
There we go. Thank you, Sphere of Sullen Spectres. Once again, you have saved the day. Looks like another fairly small, self-contained area. Hey, Merton.
See? I told you I'd be here.
What have you been doing?
Catching up with wildlife. It used to be my thing.
Camping in the Badlands? Really?
Yep. Shadow Tamer, they called me.
Fine, Shadow Tamer. Where's the temple?
Behind the mist.
Very dramatic. Thank you, Merton. Oh, Andy is following us. Let's have a look here. Wow, those are some very impressive swords. Also, Shadow Tamer is just the name of the subclass for Ranger, so I like to imagine the reason why Yvreth was so amused by his boasting is because she is also a Shadow Tamer. There are some who called me Fighter with Great Weapon Specialization. Well, this doesn't look anything like the loading screen. Okay, I'm just waiting for those sirens to start sounding to complete our transition into Solent Hill. Solastant Hill? I guess technically Ravenloft would be a better fit for the setting, but I've got Silent Hill on the brain.
We're through the mist.
Don't get too cocky. This is where my friends died last time.
Pakri will clear our minds.
Just saying.
Truly, that was a daunting maze, nigh insurmountable, filled with a myriad of twisting tunnels, each one more daunting than the last. This does look slightly more daunting, though. We're seeing a lot of new terrain features. Okay, I'm definitely hearing bugs. Right. Zealots. That would be the Pilgrim's bigger brother. More hit points, higher AC, and shock attacks instead of acid. This will make for a tougher fight, so let's get some buffs going. Oh, and let's see if we can creep past these guys. Get to a slightly more advantageous position. Ah, this will do. I mean, granted, they'll just burrow their way up there on the second round, but that'll give us a distinct advantage for the first 1.5 rounds. Let's get Sir off to the side, just in case these things have tremor sense or something. We will slather that crossbow in poison. And I guess we'll have to get a little closer, because we are not having much luck with line of sight here. Okay, come on, this thing's the size of a Volkswagen. Thank you. Huh, not bad. Well, I mean, that barely put a dent in it, but that can't really be helped. I will say, this is actually always my least favorite part of mid and high level campaigns, when the enemies and the heroes really start to become these just big blocks of hit points and insurmountable armor class. It really drags the fights out, and I feel like it saps a lot of the tension and momentum from what should be dramatic encounters. In part, I think that's why I don't really like the legendary system either, since it is just designed to prolong combat. I really prefer low-level adventures, both playing in them and running them, because that is when it really does feel like things could go south in a split second. Everything just feels so much faster and deadlier because you're perpetually one round away from a full party wipe. Oh good, there's 4 of them. You know, there's nothing worse than rolling out some big bad with 300 plus hit points and watching your players yawn and check their watches when you're 20 rounds into the fight. Nope, we don't want to do that. Oh, no, we don't want that either. They're probably lightning proof.
How tiresome.
And we just keep whittling.
I know.
Hey, look at that. 1 down, 3 to go. Of course, now we have lost the surprise advantage. You're up, Merton. Wow, not bad. Okay, that was slightly worse.
Next time!
Merton, buddy, you are evolving backwards. I need you to stop that. Let a real pro show you how it's done, she said before missing every attack.
A fine stroke!
Oh my goodness, Isfon, you really need to rethink what you say in combat. Having a hard time with those stairs, I say. I like the retractable spikes. That is quite a look. Alright, that one should drop on its next turn. Let's shift focus to another. Yeah, I think they're trying to play digging animations while they're climbing the stairs. Odd, but not the end of the world.
You cannot defeat me.
Is that close enough? Yeah, I think we're good. Guess we'll find out.
What went wrong there?
Sir has been spotted, apparently. Also, that thing was not close enough to the Phantom Field. Okay, we're fine.
More!
2 down.
Come on, you can do better.
Let's not squander all our spell slots.
Not bad, eh?
Okay.
You can take it.
You know, okay, so now things are tense, but not because of the normal rules. It's because of the critical NPC system. If we lose Merton, we lose the scenario.
You like it?
All right, buddy. Why don't you just take a back seat?
You're not coming back.
We'll just dogpile this thing. Try to confuse its senses and distract it from Merton. Come on.
Stop that!
I agree. Nice.
Go on.
Give breath. Why?
A palpable hit.
We did it!
Yeah, we did. There's still the big one. In there.
Sure. It's not over yet. This is weird. I don't recognize any of these symbols.
Was there really a lost god?
I think I know what this was. A temple of Aravad.
Einar, protect us.
Isn't that one of the names of the Sorak god?
Not before the cataclysm. Aravad was fierce and just on Trimmier, a god of inquisitors. Before he was corrupted, his good side became Einar. His bad side was absorbed by Sortar, and they became one.
The name of Aravad is cursed. This place is evil.
This is just stone transported here from Trimmier. Whatever took place within these walls happened a millennium ago.
And such evil never fully disappears.
Well then, let's clean the place up.
Well, that's interesting. So what do we have going on here? Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Every one of these shapes can be formed by standing on buttons in this 3x3 grid. So it's just a matter of finding the right combination of symbols we need to solve this puzzle. Ah, and I bet that is what will tell us what that combination is. But we are over the 50-minute mark, so I think we are going to have to hit the pause button. Let's just scout the courtyard real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. And then I think we'll be at a good stopping point. We'll have to save the big bad for next time. Okay, let's hit the pause button. I will take a short rest, get our spell slots restored, top off our quivers, and we will pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon. Links are in the description.
See you there.